I'm on probably like 5 or 6 different Xbox groups mixed with subscribing to 1,000 different channels on YouTube that also talk about gaming and Xbox content or just gaming in general. And one of the things I constantly see posted and talked about is people's gaming setups and the setups that they have for not even just their Xbox but everything they play. So while you guys have seen my setup, I haven't really spoken much about it. So in this video, I'm going to go over my setup, some of the things I like about it, and of course some of the things I'm considering upgrading in the very near future here. So let's take a look. To start off, this is all set up on an old TV stand. I don't even know where this thing came from. I think I probably got it from my older brother. He was going to throw it out and I kept it. I've had this thing for probably 10, 12 years now. Looks reasonably good, so I haven't really had much motivation to change it. Now, as far as my actual setup goes for the Xbox, I'm actually pretty outdated compared to a lot of you guys. What I mean is, I'm just running a Vizio D50U 4K TV. Now, you have to understand something. They still make this model, I believe, but this one's from 2015 or 2016. So this was from a pretty early generation of 4K TVs. At the time, this TV was supposed to have the fastest and best refresh rate when it came to your actual gaming setup. So it was pretty good at the time. It still looks pretty good at the moment, but as you can tell, it's not keeping up with a lot of modern standards. If you look at a lot of the settings on this TV, it doesn't really meet most of the things like HDR10 and those sorts of things that are standard on a lot of newer TVs or even general 4K TVs. I'm also running a Sony soundbar. I'm not exactly sure the exact model number of this. I know at the time it was considered like a entry-level soundbar. It served me well over the years. It still sounds pretty good, especially for the small space that I game in. So I have this, and then of course I also have the Xbox wireless headset if I want to use that without making the house rumble or sound too loud with that soundbar. Now, as far as where I sit in game, it's pretty straightforward. I got a nice little couch here. There's nothing special in this way. If you look around or behind the TV, and if you actually, even if you've seen my arcade tour video, you'll notice this as well. I have lights behind the TV to light up and illuminate. I'm a nerd. I like that look. I like that aesthetic, especially when the room's dark and I'm gaming. I think it just looks cool. And then, of course, if you look around the area as well, I have different gaming memorabilia or magazines hung up on the wall. Of course, in this space as well above me, my son collected all these toys when he was really young and pretty much almost was prepared to throw them out. So I found a better use for them and displayed them back here behind me while I'm gaming. And as it stands, I also have a couple cool other little flares. Like I've put different mounts on the wall to hold the controllers so they sit and get displayed up there. I just like the look of that. It kind of completes the look of the space. I also have wire hiders behind the TV so you're not seeing a massive mess of wires coming down the wall. And then, of course, I also have my Nintendo Switch and a couple extra controllers hidden underneath the second shelf on this display setup. But overall, that's my gaming setup for Xbox. Ultimately, it's nothing special at this point, and what I'm looking forward to in the future is most likely to upgrade to an LG 4K display. It'll probably still be 50 inches because from where I sit to where the TV's actually mounted, I think 60 might be a bit too much. 50 feels perfect. And as far as the sound front goes, with the new Xbox wireless headset that I got, I'm not really too motivated to upgrade my sound anytime soon. Ultimately, the TV will probably be the next major thing I get changed out here for this setup.